Well, different spheres of government have since elected their office bearers and members of the executive. So the focus now is on the rest of the members of the legislatures. What do they do exactly? And what is their role in the broader running of a government? Our reporter Ziniko Mhlaba has those answers and joins us now live from Johannesburg. Accountability is a key thing in holding, members of the executive and everyone else who works in various cities responsible for doing their jobs. And so this is a really important understanding the public needs to have, Ziniko.
That's right, Emmanuel. Understand that now. We've been actually in the past few weeks or so, we've been focusing on the formation of government, whether we're talking about government of national unity or government or provincial unity. However, we've been paying that attention, looking at who comes in, who's going to be serving as the member of the executive council, who's going to be serving as the minister at a national level. However, questions now have been, or the attention has been, what happens to the rest of the members of the executive or the members of parliament, of the legislature? I'm talking about legislature in this instance because we're outside the Gauteng legislature. That's where, the laws that are governing this province, we're talking about a province that has over 50 million residents, is the economic hub of this country. So when it comes to laws that should be governing or that are governing this province, they are made just behind us here. And of course, my colleague Morena is going to give you the picture of the building that is responsible for ensuring that Gauteng residents are governed by specific laws that are made here. So in this particular case, as far as the Gauteng province is concerned, this year or in this new administration, there are 80 members of the legislature who will be coming here on daily basis to ensure that this province is run professionally. However, if you look at the numbers, looking also referencing on the members who have been, appointed as MECs, they're coming from, a minority government, and we're talking about out of 80 seats in this particular legislature, only 33 people or only 33 seats will be serving in government, which tells us that about over 65% of the members of this legislature will not be in government. So what is it that they'll be doing? You understand that according to the laws of this country, referencing the constitution of this country, the rest will be serving in various committees, others will be in opposition benches, and in this case we're talking about the official opposition in this country. The Democratic Alliance will be dominating the members in the opposition sector. So those are the people who are responsible for ensuring that the executive of this province is held accountable. The legislature is also responsible for coming up and drafting and approving laws that the executive will have to abide by or will have to bring into operation. So that's the information that the members of the public need to be aware of, so that they are able also to participate in the formation of these laws. Remember, when a law is being conceived or conceptualized, it is taken to the public so that the members of the public can have their say on whether that law is needed or whether it's eligible or whether it's it's formed in a manner that also talks to their issues. So that's the role of the members of the public. It is all those members who are not appointed as MSCs who have that duty to ensure that they link the legislature with the rest of the public. So this particular legislature is located in a very strategic way. I'm going to step out of show so that we give you, a real sense of how accessible this building is. This is a very busy street that runs through, the facility of this particular legislature. You can see people that are walking right, through this legislature. However, question is, do they know what happens here? Do they know what determines their laws? One of the most prominent laws which was passed in this particular legislature in Gauteng is that law that deals with the township economy. That's where it was passed. So that law went through all these processes that I just explained, and eventually it is now a law that is in operation. So today we'll be speaking to the people who are working in this legislature, who are serving as members of the committees, but also as speakers and deputy speakers, so that they talk to us about their responsibilities and what is it that they do on daily basis, whether the money as taxpayers we pay or that is used to pay their salaries is worth it, or whether maybe there's some conversations that we need to have so that people understand that beyond the MEC that you see on the news on daily basis, whether it's Panyaza, the Premier, whether it's the MEC for police or community safety, those people account to the members of the public through various committees made up by members of the public or the members of the legislature who are not famous due to holding an executive position or not. Those are the people who respond to us, who account to us, who ensure that they engage us when it comes to the work that they do on daily basis. So that's what we'll be doing here in Gauteng throughout the rest of the morning. As I said, we'll be speaking to the relevant people who are responsible for the operations of the legislature here in Gauteng. But also, remember, the very same setup happens at the national level through the National Assembly and the NCOP.
Very exciting and very important what we're doing this morning, Ziniko, is about breaking the perceived barriers between the executive and the residents that they're meant to serve. They're only there because they have a role to play in the execution of their duties, making sure that things work, making sure that life is made simple, easy and accessible for every resident in the city and in cities and provinces across the country. So thank you very much for that. I love it and can't wait to hear more. And it's important that our viewers also get this sort of education and information to understand where that accountability lies and how they get it. So Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much for that.